I forgot that I had this deck. I had this box of starter decks that I kept. I kept them in here, and this deck was in here from Hidden Emperor. And this is not a starter deck. It may have been. It may have started as that, but I eventually turned it into a military deck for Crane. I have my Crane Honor deck, and I decided I kind of remember doing this. I thought, let me see if I can make a Crane military deck. Don't know if this deck's any good. But in the last video I made, I showed you two cards that I was offering to sell, a Test of Courage. I'm not going to sell these. Without these, there's only 38 cards in this deck. And a Test of Courage is a really good card, so I'm probably going to keep them in the deck. Would love to hear what your recommendations are as far as what should I take out of this deck and what should I put into the deck. I know that some of these personalities are going to be expensive, and I know that that can be hard to get them in. I don't mind that so much, but if there's one that I should definitely take out for other reasons, not just because it's too expensive. I mean, yeah, I know expensive cards are hard to play. But if there's another reason other than that, then I'd like to hear that. And if there's something that's not in this deck that you think would be really good to play. So it's the same house. So this is the Iron Fortress of the Daidoji. And the I can read it from this other one. Actually, it's pretty hard to read. It's pretty good, though. The thing that says that they have to be a samurai or shigenja, or they cost more. Well, everything in this deck is a samurai or shigenja, so I don't have to worry about that. And the ability is pretty good. I'll try to get it close where you can read it easier. So anyway, I'm playing these two expensive guys, Doji Kuwanin, the experienced version, and then the experienced 2 version. But he's only one more gold. So, I mean, yeah, those are the most expensive cards. Oh well, no, there's another one. Just as I say that, here's another 11 gold cost experienced 2 samurai. This guy's amazing too. But he's in there because there's enough dueling in here to make it interesting. It's not strictly a dueling deck. It's mostly I would say a military/dueling. Really cool card though. I'm surprised he's not worth more. I guess he's so darn expensive. So then I'm just running a couple Shigenja, cheap Shigenja. Well, he's really not all that cheap. There might be a cheaper one. Just for the couple of spells that are in the deck. Then there's this guy who's got a nice range 4 attack. So I'm running one of him. These honor requirements are high, though. I mean, my starting honor is only 4. So that could be a problem with a card like this. Running 2 copies. Then we have this guy, who's obviously in here for his ranged attack ability, for the most part. Kitamono. Yeah, Magistrate, Samurai. So he's in here, 1 copy. Megumi. I forget why this one's in here. Oh, another dueling ability. So kind of neat. So 2 copies of that. Love this card. I think he's really in here because, 6 gold, 3 force, 3 chi, range 3 attack. Just seems like a very solid card to play. So 3 copies. Only 1 copy of him because he's just a 2/2. I know he's in the, I think I'm running 3 of him in my Crane Honor deck because of the 3 personal honor. Pretty sure. Then there's Benku, cheap little samurai archer. Am I running a couple of copies of him? Yeah, 2 copies of him. Doji Jiru. Is it Jiru? I think that's correct. 1 copy. Kakita Kairuko. Another low force samurai. I forget exactly why she's in here. It might just be that I only had so many cards to make the deck with. I really don't remember. I remember seeing these cards from long ago, but it's been a while. So a couple copies of that. So I think that's like 22 or 23. I I counted it, but I forget, 22 or 23 personalities. And there's 42 cards in the deck, so I could take one or two out. So then we have the Haruma Dojo, 3 marketplaces, 3 merchant caravans, 3 small farms, 3 large farms, and a port, simply because of the marketplace. Maybe I could run one more port. I mean, it's not like my house can't pay for it. Maybe I should run 2 ports and maybe just leave it at that and take something else out, like the Spy Network. Is the Spy Network worth keeping in this Crane deck? You tell me. Then I'm playing 1 Crossroads and 1 Farmlands, 1 Restoring the Doji Treasury. I don't know if this is worth keeping. Unexpected Allies, I don't know if that's worth keeping. Any suggestions you guys have for what would make this Crane deck better for what it's trying to do, which is mostly just fight and some dueling, obviously, as well. So a Test of Courage is obviously a great card. And we have Daidoji Technique, 3 copies, yeah. Deadly Ground, obviously, is just an excellent terrain for military deck. The Double Chi is in here simply because of the dueling stuff. So we've got the Ajatsu Challenge, 3 of those. We have Counterattack for the military might. And then we have Focus for our dueling effects. It's not strictly dueling, as I'm sure you could tell. 1 copy of Kakita Technique. I just love that there's a card in this game that literally does nothing. It's well, yeah, you can, yeah, no, it just has a focus value of 5. It doesn't have any ability. I like how they explain what it can do here, but that it's considered a great card in the game simply because of the focus value of 5. That always amazed me. But it's like, yeah, it's really good because we didn't even realize it early on in playing this game. So Refugees, Remorseful Seppuku. Do I need to bother with Remorseful Seppuku? I mean, there's exactly 40 cards in this deck, so I don't. If I take something out, I've got to put something in. Strength of Purity seems like the good card for this deck. Superior Tactics seems like a good card for every military deck. To do what we must, I forget what this card does. I'll let you read it there. You tell me if that's worth keeping. 1 copy of Shiro no Kakita. Should I have more ancestors in this deck? It's the only ancestor in the deck. I'm not sure. Is Fan of Command worth bothering with for the tactician ability? I mean, it is a military deck, so it fits. It fits the theme. I don't know if I need it. I don't know if I need these Ashigaru guys. They might be worth having. It seems like, something like this, that it's easy to attach is a good thing, but I really don't know. Scout, 1 copy of Scout, and just about every deck I have 1 copy of Ring of the Void, because I can't see a reason not to play Ring of the Void if for no other reason than it's for focus value. So that's the deck that I don't think was in my playlist of my L5R decks. I really should have made 2 L5R playlists, one just for the deck tech. All the decks are in my, if you just go to my L5R playlist and scroll down, you'll see all of the decks, because I did those first before doing any other L5R videos. I think I did just L5R decks. So what do you think of this deck? What changes would you make? What would you take out? What would you add? And that's it. If anyone's in Chicago and would like to play some L5R, leave a message. Let's meet up somewhere like a library or a Starbucks, get to know each other, maybe even play a little there. And I can bring a deck, I'm rusty at this game. It's been a long, long time. But I've talked to a few of you guys. I've even video chatted with someone, and we got to know each other and become friends. So it's pretty cool, even though he's in another country. But I really, really want to get back into this game. It's just such an amazing game. All right, I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.